Hi, my name is Jonathan Dulson. I've been in the entertainment and performance industry since the age of 18. Actually, I'm now 35, so quite a few years. Over the last few years, since 2010, I've been heavily involved in the management side. I'm currently working on board Fred Olsen's Balmoral as a temporary cruise director. I'm available to start work as of the 2nd of January. If you are interested in taking me on. Talking of experiences where I've had to deal with extremely hard situations, as you know, on board cruise ships this sort of thing happens quite a lot, and I've been on ships for the last 5 years in the position of cruise director. We have to change itinerary, or we have extremely rough weather. One example was on a ship 2014 Valentine's Day. We were hit by a wave that came in through the window actually and killed one of our passengers on board, which was terrible. At the time, several crew members stayed hidden. I was not one of them, thankfully. I helped with getting all the guests back to their cabins, and then after that, even though the weather was rough, we stayed up on deck trying to entertain the guests, keep them calm, keep them happy as much as possible. When that cruise finished, there was a lot of guests that were still obviously very upset. But in general terms, they actually said that had it not been for me and the rest of the entertainment team, it would have been an absolutely horrendous trip, and they would have hated every second of it. Another time is when I was doing embarkation in a military port, actually, for a Northern Lights cruise, and we had been changed. We'd had our port changed, so we had to move to this military port instead of going into Bristol where we were supposed to, and that meant that we had to put on coaches to bring all of our passengers across ready for embarkation. The coaches were supposed to be staggered throughout the day. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and we had all of the coaches turning up with 700 plus people at once into a terminal that can only hold 150 or so passengers at the same time. And this meant having to get everybody through as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, it being a military terminal, one of the guys from head office had upset one of the policemen on duty, and so he slowed our buses down. So it fell to me to have to arrange to get our buses through and get our guests on board the ship as quickly as I possibly could. And this meant that I had to call in the assistance of the onboard ship's doctor, get him outside. He came out and he helped me sort the situation, and we managed to get everybody through very rapidly and complete the check-in on board the vessel rather than doing it out in the terminal. Many other situations I've faced throughout my time working in entertainment. I used to work in a resort called Saloon on the Costa Dorada, where I dealt with 4 different hotels, and again, everything worked off scores, feedback. We had some grumpy hotel managers. Some of them were very, very difficult to work with, and their ideas of entertainment were throwing stones into a bucket rather than putting out a full entertainment package. Thankfully, through training, through guidance, with working with the entertainers that were in the hotels, we managed to get them to turn that around. On top of that, I'm also a performer. I'm a singer, so if you go on YouTube, you can type in my name. There's lots and lots of different videos of me singing in a couple of different styles on there, and I do have cabarets, etc., that I could use if that was so required. And that's it. Hopefully I'll get to hear back from you. Have a great day, and thank you very much for watching my video.